TCG players deserve the dead game they have. They routinely told old players, shut up Yugi boomers, to actual problems with their game. The no interaction, summon 50 cards for 5 minutes straight stuff was called out as being bad design by older players, and in response, you're just a boomer, shut up. Telling a whole group of people that the game ain't for you does no help to the game's activity. Master Duel came out, tons of new people who never touched Yu-Gi-Oh! Made the exact same critiques on the game's design. Despite them being new players, they were called Yugi boomers. No longer did the term actually mean the Gen 1ers of Yu-Gi-Oh! It just means pointing out problems of the TCG. So now you have these 30-year-old sweaty virgins who are playing with each other, and no old or new players are coming in. But they begin to see card shops close and talk of the game become less and less. So they start complaining about new players and how that's causing this problem. So you would think they would maybe push for a more normie-friendly way of playing. Now it's just an old man yelling at clouds. They create an echo chamber of people who agree with them and are slowly but surely killed off any interest in the game by turning into meta slop. You don't need to love the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! To understand that 5 minutes of board building without any opposing player interaction is cancerous to sit through, especially on Master Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, where the animations have to play in full. And some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are the most stupidest people, too. They would tell you, oh, we got this large pool of cards of decades of history, and then get mad if you complain about power creep or a large sum of decks not being relevant. Like, dude, you're the one trying to market your game as being different because it don't have set rotation. What the fuck? If you claim it has a vast selection, and then ultimately say it don't work like that, you're just false advertising. The idea that Dark Magician or Blue Eyes shouldn't need to be playable, or that it is a stupid complaint, they are series mascots. It's like having a Digimon TCG where Agumon is not playable, or a Pokemon TCG where Pikachu ain't playable. If anything, it should be playable because they are the mascots of the series. Imagine seeing all this advertisement for Kaiba and Yuki and then learning nothing about that was ever relevant ever. And to be fair, the game can evolve and do different things, but when those things are ultimately horrible decisions, then different ain't good. Is it really fun to play the same special summon spam 200 cards per turn deck and then build a board and then hope the other guy draws that out over and over and over again with a different flavor of the month meta strat tier 0, and then you have to buy something else because the new nothing else is even playable? You have to buy exactly that, and if you want to win, you got a net deck, do the exact same thing with the exact same archetype and the exact same combo line just because that's the meta. It's not even about player choice at that point, it's about an algorithm. So hopefully you can win the one Nintendo Switch at your local YCS. But hey, at least you got your money back on your $500 deck that you have to rebuy next month when the next Tier 0 thing comes out. Aren't Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments and events breaking records past their years? This is incorrect on so many levels. Tournaments are getting record numbers and participants, and Yu-Gi boomers will still find a way to say the game is dead. The game survived 2024 Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's not going to die anytime soon. Especially when it's as healthy of a spot that it is. NGL, I wish I played newer so I don't have to constantly hear this whining from people who think their opinions matter. Why does your opinion matter? This is literally that one meme where guys say to a group, and is met by thumbs up, and the group continues talking about them. So it's a niche group of a select few at a table, and they're like, only them are enjoying it, nobody else, and passersby don't really like it. People outside of the niche group don't like it. Is that what you're saying? I thought Yu-Gi-Oh! Was getting record numbers. Is it a niche table or is it not a niche table? Can't make up your mind, can ya? Why do you think your opinion matters? Is playable the same thing as viable? Like, do you mean that, like, you lose first turn because you get, like, special summon spammed? Or do you mean, like, it's not meta? Because those are two different things. I doubt it works like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Does, by the way. So it's probably playable, but it's not meta. Two different things. I'm not even saying... See? Anytime you have a criticism, it's just Yu-Gi Boomer. These people can't think. They have no IQ. They can't comprehend a criticism. It's just anytime you have a criticism, it's you're bad. People hate because they are not old players. They were kids who did not understand the game or how or how it played. They fabricated a format in their heads, mixing schoolyard rules with the anime. I hate the pace of the game more than since a decade ago, but the rot was always there. The game has no rotation. It didn't need rotation. Everything was at the relative same power level. They had tributes, that was the cost, and not many things looped around that. There wasn't like a billion ways to special summon, and that wasn't traditional way of summoning. It used to be special. Archetypes were a way to use containment. No, no, not really. Archetypes were just like themes of cards that work together. Harpy Ladies, Tunes. I mean, this existed as early as the original manga, right? I just want to point out, why does this exist? Why did they make MR4 rulings to slow down the game? Why did they make rush duels? Why did they make speed duels? If the game is working well, attracting people, and making money, these choices don't make sense. I have the opinion that I think the game has been garbage since the 5Ds era, but people don't agree with me. If Yu-Gi-Oh was actually appealing, it wouldn't need Konami to try to reinvent to appeal to more beginner-friendly people. It would already appeal to them. Yet it don't, because a new person joins Master Duel and gets special summon spam for 5 minutes without playing a single card, justifiably uninstalls and never plays again. Can you blame them? You spend, but most of the post is just venting. You sound like you argued, but you're so butthurt. Your post is some everyone's stupid. Everyone's a virgin. And my favorite one is the game is that. I mean, don't you just call everyone else who disagrees if you're a retarded boomer? Isn't that your defense? That's never even how that worked. It activates from the hand, so you don't set it. If you're gonna make a critique of people, at least understand what you're talking about. This is the problem with new players. They don't actually know anything. They're just repeating talking points they heard.